Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And I just want to first of all congratulate every single one of you, especially my audience, both public and private, for surviving the bear market. And the question I'm getting the most is, are we in the bull market so far? And I can tell you right now, guys, it might as well start. So I think officially we are unofficially we're in the bull market. What's different this time round is the amount of money that's coming from the ETF for Bitcoin. So any dips are eating really, really well. But let me talk about kaspa, because I think my last video caused a bit of stir when I was specifically referring to the entry to kaspa. So first of all, congratulations to everybody that's holding. Smashed the new all-time high. And if you look at this chart, guys, if there was a chart to buy ever, it's kaspa. So I want the community to understand my intention was not to cause a FUD. In the year or so that I've been running this channel, I have actually addressed specific kaspa FUD, and this is all coming without a tier 1 exchange, guys. So look, I reckon what we're going to do is we're going to be sitting around this all-time high, and this is the new level. Okay, there are two levels of support here. So right now, kaspa is in price discovery. And if I go to my chart, guys, I mark it very easy. And this is how bullish I am on kaspa. So you would see here that I've got a few levels marked up. This is only because if I need to pick up some kaspa, I would ideally do that, even though I'm fully stacked. But guys, look, if you just scroll up to you can see here, I've got a level of 19 cents marked, 20 cents. The next move for kaspa is going towards that. And I did a video several months ago saying, actually about a year ago now, saying that kaspa could overtake Cardano's market cap. And that's actually now looking quite academic. So in my opinion, kaspa is ready to run. And yes, any retracements that you can buy, get in, guys. And this is a long look. There are many things wrong with cryptocurrency. There are a few projects like this. Okay, I want to be very clear here. There are a few projects that actually give you a sure bet into the bull market. kaspa is one of those projects. 16 cents. I mean, think about it. 2 weeks ago, we were squabbling about 10 cents. And we had levels down that you could potentially go to. Now it's coming up to 17 cents, smashing through the all-time highs all the time. It's important. Smart money always buys on the retracements. So you'd always look, if you look at this, right? This is the new level of support now. This was the previous level of support here, right? So I think it's gonna, if anything, it's just gearing up towards, okay, we've got the RSI over there, just being oversold at the moment. Volume's starting to come down a little bit, but if you look at this, there may be some delay. Let's have a look at the daily, right? It's way, way more upside, guys. We can easily smash towards the 20 cent level. If we do come down, 14 cents, 16, 14 cents is a decent level. But what I would say though is kaspa right now, and there's been tons of stuff that's been going on with articles about kaspa doing certain sponsorships, and what you need to understand is you've got security and speed, and you've got the trilemma pretty much figured out with kaspa. So for me, if I was to be buying some cryptocurrencies, this would be a long-term investment for me. Just as I have enough of it now, I would absolutely get into it if I need to. Would I get into it right now when it's smashing the all-time high? I'll just wait for a little bit and then make my entry so kaspa can then take off again. But pretty much now, the whole entire move was from here. I mean, from this level here, and it's just shot up. So congratulations to everyone who is being in kaspa, especially my community for a while. And the next one I would absolutely be buying right now, and we could have a kaspa conversation about this in the future. All right. So you can see here, if you look at the chart, mint layer, of course, the impending unlock, but mint layer right now is back to the market cap around $44 million. It's under 70 cents. What more could I say? You know, I think this definitely is got to be one of the best investments out there in my opinion, moving forward into the bull market. Even if we get to a 10x from here, $6.80, and from there we get to obviously with the release of the tokens. What people don't understand about this particular project is the multi-narrative nature of it. And I've had a few discussions about the tokenomics. I think that, of course, the tokenomics have an impact, but also what is the project doing that's going to be significantly more? And I've talked about this several times. And for me, this has got, if you got RWA as a narrative, okay, so you've got this whole thing about tokenizing equity, real estate, and other holdings. And obviously you need something that is legally compliant. So a lot of these projects in the RWA narrative, they're not legally compliant. Mint Layer is going on about that in the right way. Okay, so this is going to be, in my opinion, when you look at the it says here, markets using legally compliant technical architecture supports taxation, investment payouts, and other tokenomic models for utility token, no native gas token. So what this is referring to is, if you're going to have RWA, you've got to be legally compliant. You've got to be sound. You've got to be able to support taxation. And ML does that. In addition to that, store your assets, lend, borrow. It's got the multi-chain narrative. Okay, so this is going to be something that for me, and then of course, number 3, you've got two-way value transfer. So you can actually, you can have the Bitcoin functionalities and you can have faster speeds as a Bitcoin sidechain. So you've got the BRC20 narrative. So I would back some of this, and right now is a good time to back this. And if Mint Layer does come down, look, one day it's kind of gone up 70 cents. This is what I mean. Would you? I'd buy any dips. All right. That's just the nature of things. Just keep dollar cost averaging down. You don't want to be out of the market just by waiting for optimum buy prices. I know. I was talking to somebody the other day in Dubai, and he was talking about how he listened to somebody who's massive in the crypto influencing position, and that person was just always referring to a $10,000 Bitcoin or $9,000 Bitcoin, right? And that guy literally had his money sidelined forever. Now, this happened at the time of FTX. Guys, if there was ever time you needed to be in the market, it is now. It's absolutely now. Look, you know your psychology. I would say I feel a lot better deploying capital into the market. Of course, intelligently, because I'm always talking about buying the dips. But you'd rather be deployed into the market right now than waiting for optimum buy price. Those days are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I can tell you now, before you know, people are going to FOMO. This is what causes people to buy other people's bags. All right. They've seen the market. They've read about this. I remember this with Shiba Inu all those years ago, telling people to buy that in the August, after COVID, and, you got September, October, November 2020. Nobody wanted to touch it. And soon as it went ballistic and people started to hear the guy who turned, I don't know, the $100 or whatever it was into millions and millions of dollars, of course he couldn't sell. But people started to FOMO. Now, imagine you're looking at a project like a Kaspa or a Mint Layer or some of the other ones that I'm about to talk about, and all you're doing is just saying, look, right now we're going to have a capitulation. The market's going to dollar cost average. If you were going to buy $1,000, maybe go into the project with $100 and put that into your portfolio. Once you do that, then of course you're in the ecosystem, and then you start dollar cost averaging down if it goes down. But you're doing it in a systematic manner, in a regular timetable, where you're taking, where you're looking at your portfolio and saying, look, today I'm going to buy a $200 here, $1,000 here, whatever the project you're looking at. So Mint Layer for me, it's a no-brainer, and it would be after Kaspa. It would be the second project that I highly recommend, and that leads me on to my third project here. Zeta Chain, guys. This is right now, this chart is one of the best out of the gate. If you look at this, even though it's a higher market cap, okay, It's meant to be 2 billion, has high inflation. Fully diluted, it's 5 billion, guys. But this is going to be something like you've never seen before, because if you look at the overall sentiment, this cryptocurrency here right now is fully diluted 5 billion. So it's a huge project, right? Now, it's some people are, saying, let's go all degen, and that's a problem in your portfolio, in my opinion. I think if you spread your risk, you don't forget some of the projects that we hear about now, some of them will die off. There's not a single bull market. Everything doesn't organically or naturally go up and explode and go into 100x. So why am I saying that? Well, because you need to have a bet, right? And today I'm not talking about the degen plays. These are all, kaspa, Zeta, probably between the three, and then of course mint layer. These are projects that absolutely have use cases, and this is an omni-chain smart contract which has cross-chain dApps, and it's going to be multiple chains from Ethereum to Bitcoin and beyond. You notice in that it's quite consistent. Kaspa, it's got trilemma solved. Mint layer, you've got multi-narrative, real world assets. You've got the tokenization aspect. You've got the legalizing of RWA aspect. You've got BTC sidechain. Then you've got something like Zeta chain, which is again giving you that solution for both Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two daddies of crypto. So definitely this would make up the nucleus of a mixed portfolio. Then of course, further down the line in the portfolio, you can go absolute degen and see your lottery place. But let's say, for example, you get 20 to 50x on Kaspa, you get 50 to 100 on mint layer, you get another 20 or 10 to 20, 15 to 25 on Zeta chain. It could probably go more. And then that leads me on to my next particular 20. I'm going in this specifically for 25x. Okay. From the get-go, this project is absolutely incredible. Again, these are all quality projects that will give you capital preservation. They will save you from buying shit coins. And then you can mix these with the shit coins, if that makes sense. Explore ZK with modular blockchain on Ethereum. Manta Pacific mainnet is, of course, live. So they have the Pacific and they have the Atlantic, and you can actually bridge tokens quite quickly. And this is basically a ZK modular blockchain on Ethereum. So for those of you that have never used ZK Sync error technology, it is the fastest way to transact on Ethereum. Absolutely incredible. And there is a low cap gem that we're buying in the group now, which I will give you as a bonus at the end of the video. But it is it's the best experience I've had using Ethereum by actually sending it over ZK Sync. And obviously, those zero knowledge is absolutely quick. Of course, it doesn't require any knowledge. But Manta, in its true form, this is going to be a behemoth. All right, this is going to empower. And obviously, look at this. They're doing events around the world. You can see their website. I've talked about this project before, but this should be. So imagine this portfolio now. Such a kick-ass. I've got Kaspa, mint layer, Zeta chain, Manta network. All right. Then obviously I need to mix that with some gaming projects, right? So the gaming projects that I'm going for is the first one is the one that I see with the most upside and the biggest bullish chart in the entire gaming, in my opinion, because what you have is you've got a good accumulation spread. Okay. And everybody's talking about how the tokenomics are bad, but they don't understand tokenomics, because by next year, you will only have a few, we will have most of the tokens in circulation. Okay. So if you consider that, if the dilution is going to be fully out, then you could easily look at $2 plus games for a living, and that would be achievable from here, guys. So again, the team, the fact that of course they're gonna have games on the PlayStation and the Xbox. They've got a pretty good team, and I've talked about these ad nauseum, so you guys know what this project is. And the other gaming token that absolutely impresses me, and I've had this with the group for the longest. This is going to be GameSwift at $41 million market cap, similar market cap to CAS. Again, dilution is look at the tokenomics, because I don't think everybody understands again the tokenomics. What I would say is this particular cryptocurrency is going to be one that performs multiple narratives in gaming. Okay. And that's quite important, guys, because of course you've got the super dilution there, but let's go straight to the white paper. Actually, just show you some, some basic stuff on this. You've got basically staking rewards. It uses ZK rollups, and it's a modular blockchain. Okay, and it's meant to be one-stop shop ecosystem for Web3 gaming. Okay. So it's got ZK EVM technology, so you know it's going to be quite quick. And then, of course, you've got games as well as development tools for Web3 builders. So development, infrastructure, security. And I think for me, that is extremely bullish. Right now, it's just going unnoticed. It's going sideways, and not everybody is talking about this. So that would be my second recommendation. And then I've got a couple of exclusive ones here for you. The first one I have for you is I just got the team from Galaxis have contacted me and told me more about the IDO price launch, which is going to be a public sale straight, no VC backing, guys. So the GLS token is going to be launching, and that is going to be launching at 2 cents. Okay. So this particular project will come straight out, and it's going to be straight to the public sale. Now you could get yourself some nodes, and I've actually already bought myself 4 nodes on the back of that, and the nodes are quite cheap right now. Now, if you compare this to the Gala nodes and the current Myria nodes, $1,000 or less will get you a node. The token GLX will be announced, and that token is already going to be, by the time it's released to the public, at that price, boom, it will take off. But this has got multiple narratives. I have talked about this in more detail, and if you want to grab a cheap node, link will be in the description, guys. You couldn't go wrong with this, especially considering that it's going to be a massive payer in terms of the passive income. And guys, look, last but not least, this is something that we're buying in the Patreon, and this is ZK Swap. And you can see right now, I mean, I've posted a buy alert to the crew previously. I've done another one recently. And this is going to actually be, in terms of DeFi, for those of you that don't know this is a platform on the ZK Sync era that allows you to swap tokens, and you can bridge assets into this, and also you can actually earn. There's a revenue share model with the platform, so you get your gas back as well. And at the moment, $7 million in market cap, 70 million 10x. This could easily go to 700 million or over $1 billion. And I think this is going to be, for me, when I look at the comparison between this and stuff like Uniswap at $4 billion, Pancake Swap at nearly $700 million, and this is only $7 million, both in speed, in terms of the ability to farm, the ability to swap, the ability to bridge. I used this technology and I couldn't believe it, guys. I couldn't believe it, honestly. And the example that there is a video sitting in our Discord group. If you want to get involved in this, just head over there. And finally, guys, yeah, join us for $9 a month. The most valuable, straightforward, no BS community anywhere in crypto YouTube. We work hard at it, and we charge you only $9 for it. Unless you want to meet us in Dubai and do business and that type of thing, where we charge you $99 a month. But overall, I love my community there, whether we agree or whether we disagree. It's a great place to be. And with all the scams that's happening now, there won't be a single token that any other Patreon has that you won't find here, or buy alerts. Now, do we cover everything? It's difficult. There's 50,000 cryptocurrencies, but there's whales, there's shrimps, there's fish, there are turtles, everybody's just represented there, and the growth has been quite fantastic. So if you want to join us, guys, $9 a month, link in the description. And yeah, good luck, take care, and get yourself those top projects. And the idea is, by giving you Kaspa, Mint Layer, and Zeta and Manta, what I'm saying to you is, these are cryptocurrencies that will stand the test of time. All right. So if you've got a portfolio full of shit coins and your narrative never hits, this will save your portfolio. This is my third cycle. I've been there for many years. I understand how these things work. Oh yeah, but it's got a big market cap. Well, what do you mean 20x? 20 times your investment, 30 times your investment. See, what YouTube does is tell everybody they're going to get 100x, and then they just get wrecked, because they will buy, some of the portfolios I see, when people first come to me and say, look, check this out, you could actually see how people are spreading thin. $100 here, $500 there. And obviously that's just not going to cut it. If you want to do the $500, $100 DCA in here and there, it's better to buy a good project and put your money into that, because you can get that money back 20 times or 20-fold. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.